Good evening to everyone. I am happy to start another live interview with my friend, whom I know for 2 years now, a wonderful Russian singer, Aigul Akhmetshina. We met when she was part of the Jet Parker Young Artist Program, and now she is a fully developed international star and will join us now.
Hello.
I'm so
Hi.
glad to see you again. It's been 2 years since we last talked, and
Yes,
you have done so many things in between.
oh, so many things already changed actually,
Yeah, well,
and this situation also doesn't help.
let's start from the beginning, as we always do.
Yeah.
And I guess, do you now remember vividly those important times when you understood that you have a talent and that you might develop a career in singing?
The first thing that I start singing since I was 3 years old. I started singing in kindergarten. It was my first performances, and it just was so natural for me that my voice was suitable for like a classic singing, and I was trying to manage between Russian like folk singing, classic singing, and pop singing, and also I was singing on my national languages. But after, when I was just growing, we found out that it's the most comfortable way for me to develop. It's the classical singing, and I always knew that I will be singer, and I never thought that I will go so far as a Covent Garden, because my goal was the first, it's like I will be singing in like in Russia, and for me Moscow, Bolshoi, or Mariinsky in St. Petersburg, it was my goal, but actually I never sang there yet. It just was such a quick jump. I went to the college when I was 14, and I was singing as a soprano. And in 4 years, my voice start changing, and somehow that I was taking competitions and studying a lot. My voice started changing to the mezzo-soprano. After college first year, I decided that I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying with my teacher and keep developing my voice, because I knew that I have a time. I start young, and I decided that I have a time to study, and maybe after college I will go to university. But what's happened after the first year of my break, and because everyone was saying, so like, come on, you need to study, what people will say, and it's the huge problem, I think, in Russia, when everyone is trying to recommend what you need to do with your life. And for the second year, I decided, okay, I will try to go to Gnesin Academy. And every round, every exam, I passed. I passed well. It was quite good, actually. Until the last exam, I was on the first place. And I think at that year they was taking 12 people. But at the last exam, because no one knew me, I was the girl who arrived from the village, from Republic Bashkortostan. And I didn't go for any master classes before, because no one knew me when I came to Moscow, and they just how I would say, on the last exam, it was so many questions, and I didn't pass, and all my dreams to go to study in Gnesin Academy just felt. I returned to my republic. It was my second year as I didn't study. But after exactly half a year, I went to the competition in Moscow, and I met David Gowland from the casting director of the Young Artist Program in London. And now I really, I believe and I know that it was my journey to go through all these difficulties with the universities, with the problem with my voice, because after when I returned uh, from this exams, I lost my voice because I had car accident, and it just everything. I was so stressed that I just lost I lost my voice for a few months,
Uh,
and we was working with my teacher little by little, and we build up again. And I think in 2 months she sent me to the competition. She said, "Now you need to go." Just like when you teach child to swim, you are just throwing to the water. This was the same thing with me, and for that period I sang okay. It was not the best version of my singing. But David Goland noticed something, and he invited me to auditions here.
Actually, now that you describe this path, it seems that resilience and courage play an important part in everybody's life,
Yes.
but especially in the life of an artist. How did these qualities help you further on?
They made me stronger.
Mhm.
I always knew that my journey will be not so easy, because from my childhood, uh, I always had some little problems during my little career, my little this developing moment, because I was start taking competitions from when I was 6 years old, and I always had these little things what for me it was challenging, like the difficult areas, or to go for the competition I need to find some money, I need to find some support, or they losing my documents, and I'm not supposed to be there. And a lot of little things what build up my just how I am now. And
Yes, you stopped. Ah,
I can say, yeah, now
and
I'm here, fine.
yes, it is.
Yeah, it's just
How
something happened on my screen.
it's it's fine. You disappeared only for 1 second. And
Okay,
how
fine.
important were the competitions? You won quite a few in your life. Do they give you the sense of self-confidence? Are they good for career,
I
or are
would
they just
say every
maybe just
competition gives some um, like a you are developing more faster, and your understanding comes clear what you want to do, what is the important in our career. By competitions you can see, because you also listening to another artist, and but even if you are not a winner, even if you're just participating, you can hear and analyze every artist and see, for example, okay, why this person won, in which how to say, like a what is interested in him, interesting in him, like what is the special things, the technical, or the acting, and or just it's the person. uh, you never know. And by every competitions what I had, I learned how to analyze and see, and try to change myself and learn, and I keep learning all the time from my colleagues. But probably the biggest competition what helped me a lot and helps me still in my career now, it was the Belvedere uh, in 2018, I think. Belvedere competition. It was in Moscow, and I decided after when I already signed, I got to the Jetty Parker. I had a half a year to learn English, to try to more understand before we start the program, because um, I signed the contract with them in January, and I arrived to UK in September. And at that time, at that period, I decided that I would like to try myself in the first time in on the big competition as an opera singer, not as a student or like a junior, no, as a professional opera singer. And I knew that I will be young for that competition. And everyone said to me, it's too early, you don't need to be there. But I have this um, strong how to say, strong wish, strong desire to prove myself, and that if I can. And I went to this competition, and my goal was to take the Young Artist Prize, not more. I didn't plan to win this competition. My plan was I will take Young Artist Prize, and I will show myself because it was the great opportunity to sing for 35 casting directors of the best theaters of the world, and it's in one place. You can show yourself, and I hope everyone will and hope that everyone will remember you. Uh, and I felt myself as a on Eurovision, because it was so many international singers. I think 65 countries, and everyone was incredibly talented, professional. They all someone was from the on the beginning of the career, someone already proper opera singer with a good perspective career, but everyone has a different reasons to go there.
And
But
you won it.
yes, but when they announced, I couldn't believe. I was on stage. It was Gelikon Opera, where we had the final round, and I sang the Cenerentolas aria. And I already made my list of the favorite singers, and I knew that, okay, this artist is supposed to be the first prize, this artist is supposed to be second prize and third prize. And of course, I didn't think about myself. And when I see the video of this final round, because it was on the TV, and I saw myself, my face, how I was surprised. I couldn't believe. I didn't know to cry or what to do, and I was so emotional. And you need to sing your aria again. They give you flowers, all your prizes, and you're standing with everything like that, and you need to sing. Not the easiest aria, Cenerentolas aria. With all the coloratura. Oh, it was a great moment, and my teacher was there. I had this opportunity to say good things about her and say thank you for believing me and for supporting all the time. And I'm still having sessions with her. Even today, before our interview, I had a session online through WhatsApp, and she was just controlling my singing. We're just doing little exercise.
Well, it's time to move to your important step, and we met when you were in the middle of that program. So could you describe the same details? Firstly, the competition itself. How did you feel when you were first on stage of the Royal Opera House, and then the program, the curriculum? How did they train you, and so on? And then we will get to your roles in the program.
The auditions. It was very difficult time, because when I arrived there, I was struggling with the money, with the travel. I didn't know English. I was so afraid, and I knew that I will be youngest in this audition. And we was, I think, 365 people in audition for 5 places. It's like 5 singers only will get to the program, and we had the huge competition. And around the door, I heard every singer who was singing there, and the practicing, preparing themselves. And I was so scared. I thought, why I'm here? You're not good enough to be in this in this place. It's too early. But when I first time I went on the main stage of the Covent Garden, and it was the final audition, and the just you need to understand that I never sang at the theater. Like I never sang at the theater before. I never stand on stage of the theater before. And when I went in this famous Royal Opera House, the main stage, I couldn't believe it. I stayed on stage like for 5 minutes before Maestro Papanda said to me, please start singing. And I was absolutely in shock. And I sang on the final audition, the La Favorita, Omi Fernando from Donizetti, by Donizetti. And it was just great moment, very scary, like a dream. I thought I will never get there. I will come back to home. It will be nice memories. I will tell this to my grandchildren maybe one day. And after the first year, when I start the program, it was challenging because I arrived late. I had little problems with the documents. I arrived late. I still didn't speak English. And you need to understand everything without any experience of working at the theater. Of course, everyone was so supportive. Everyone helped. Everyone was so friendly, kind, generous with everything. They was trying to give everything what will make my life a little bit easier. And my first performance was La Tragédie de Carmen by Peter Brook's version, and I sang Carmen, like a lead role. Only just arrived to UK, and it's the version for 4 characters, and it's in French. I never sang in French. Can you imagine? And I arrived for the rehearsals late. Everyone was already was rehearsing and only waiting for me. It was in Wilton's Hall. I thought, I can do it. I can do it. Everyone was telling, no, you can't. Such a beautiful voice. You know how it is. In Russia, we have this little, how to say that, we don't believe in ourselves. We don't think that we deserve.
Yes, the lack of self-confidence, which is ingrained from the childhood, yeah, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. But also it makes us stronger. At the same time, I know. But sometimes it's makes us very like insecure. And you don't see anything good about yourself. Only when people, and even when people say to you that, you seem like, oh no, it's not right. No, but thank you. It's weird. Now I learned how to motivate myself. I'm still very strict with myself, but little bit like I know that we can't be perfect, and the best thing about our profession that we are developing all the time. And I can say that this program probably it's the best program in the world, because even if you are leaving the program, you still have hours to take free sessions, whatever session would you like. And all the time when I'm in London and if I need some coachings, I'm just sending the email and asking, I need this pianist for a few hours, or I need to learn this language for the opera, or I would like to learn this language for speaking. And I'm asking for the sessions, and for a year I have some, like I think 50 hours, or we can after exchange and see if someone is not taking their hours, you can swap. And you are taking everything what you need. In these 2 years I took the dance classes, I was learning flamenco, I was learning how to play on castagnet, because I knew that probably my how to say, the best role, what I will do for many, many years, probably it will be Carmen. And as we see now, every productions, they're more modern with a lot of choreography because opera not static anymore. And you need to know how to move your body. And I took a lot of movement classes, language classes. Also, I had Italian speaking, and now I understand. Maybe not. Maybe not speaking well, but I can understand. I can communicate, and I keep learning. They helped with the French, and it's also the greatest opportunity that the young artists we allowed to perform on stage, on main stage. We all have few roles per year. That's like a 3 little roles, and at the same time we are doing the covers for the big roles. We keep learning everything, and how I had this great opportunity to jump on and sing Carmen with the 2 rehearsals and sing Carmen in 21 with the 2 rehearsals on the main stage of the Covent Garden and become a youngest Carmen of the Covent Garden in history. It's like it's already was for me a little history, and so many things happened there, and I'm really grateful to this house, to Royal Opera House, to the people who support it. And I really miss now this opportunity. It's like we're sitting on quarantine, but I want to go there. I want to see all the people. I want to share with them the energy. And I know that I will come back there a few times and every year.
Actually, by coincidence, my last day in London was spent at the Royal Opera House at the rehearsal of Yenufa by Ayurovsky, and then they closed it, and I got a letter from Alotti, the assistant of Papana, that you can't come tomorrow. That's it.
So. I was planning to go for the dress rehearsal. Yenufa, it was supposed to be dress rehearsal, and in the morning, and they said it's cancelled now.
Could you speak actually the languages? Are they easy for you for every role that you take? How much of the real language should you learn to get a good understanding of the role and to pronounce everything correctly? And how important are the languages for the singer?
Of course, they're very important. If you have this chance or opportunity to learn something new and learn the opera languages, and I think the most important, it depends on your voice. But for me now, as I see, the most important, it's 2 languages. It's the French and Italian, because most of my repertoire in French for my mezzo-soprano voice, and also Italian. And with Italian now, I feel much confident, but still it's a lot of work because you never can be perfect with the foreign language. It's absolutely opposite culture. And with the French, the first when I learned, it was only just learning I understood what the whole phrase means, but I didn't know precisely every word because you need time for that, and you are learning by music. I always learn words with the music. Now, as I see, because in 2 years I was singing a lot of French repertoire, I can see that, oh, I understand that word. Oh, I understand this word, and all the meaning comes together, and you find new colors. It brings more character, more understanding what the composer wants from you, what the composer was mean in that opera, why it's in French, why it's not in Italian, and the history, the music, it all plays together when you understand the language and when you pronounce correctly. But you need to practice all the time, even if you think that you know it. But probably it's the amazing part of our job that you always learning, always keep trying. Because even if I sang in French a lot, I still now feel that the same Carmen. Okay, I forget that vowel. I forget how this plays. You need to always keep checking, always keep concentrate and control and study with every language. For example, for example, in few years I will sing Werther, and I took few weeks now on quarantine to write all the transcription and translation, and it was much easier for me now because some of the words I knew, and I always was so excited. And when I finished the writing, I thought, oh my God, I was like, I really want to sing this now, because you are more much closer with the character, and I'm just waiting, waiting when I will be able to sing that amazing role.
You have worked quite a lot with Antonio Papana. You also, apart from the Royal Opera House, you sang with him at Accademia di Santa Cecilia in Italy, and I've also seen him in the rehearsals. So could you share your insights into this wonderful man and musician?
He's genius. I adore him. It's just it's such an amazing musician, incredibly gifted, and he always inspires. When I see how he explains the music, he is the music. I feel so much inspiration. Even we're still in touch. He's always so kind, respectful, generous, and he ready to learn from you, and you learn from him. He always open to this energy flow. He never says like, I think this is the right thing to do, and that's it. No, he always look at your abilities, how we can play in between and find that right thing for both of us. And he always was so supportive during these 2 years, and every hour collaboration, it's so amazing. I always get so excited. I'm happy to have a concerts with him or just meetings or only just talk, because I learn from him so much. It's just a lot. I can't believe that I have, and I hope I will have these great opportunities to learn and study from that amazing person and an artist.
Could you describe him as a conductor, and what is your ideal style of conducting as a singer? What do you require from a conductor?
When conductor doesn't ask me to look at him all the time, because it's all about energy and feelings. When conductor gives little bit freedom to you, and he listens to you, and also you have this feedback to to give and to listen to him at the same time, and it's supposed to be all the time on the sorry, I'm just my brain, because so many things I would like to say, and I'm getting overexcited. But I think we're supposed to learn from each other all the time. And I worked with a few conductors with whom it was so comfortable to sing. I even knew that when I was standing behind the curtain call, I knew without seeing him when he will start the music, when he will breathe. Because when you're creating, it's supposed to be like a creation of all the team. Opera, it's never the how to say, it's not the thing for the one person.
Individual,
It's not individual. Opera unique with the with that we all bring our energies together. So many people from different countries, from so many different people. We speak on different languages. We have a different culture. We look different, but we all create something. When everyone put the energy for this creation, it will work. The audience will feel what we want to say, what we mean. But when someone is out of it, it's a little bit difficult, because it's also so important, not only like a say, it's so important to hear, to know how to hear and understand each other, that we are actually different. We can't do the same things all the time. And Maestro Pana is that person who always listens to you. And if something is not comfortable, you always can come and ask Maestro, I don't feel comfortable. Can we find a different solution? And he always tries to help. It's the amazing thing about him. He loves music. He loves art.
Although I must say, I have seen him being strict in a gentle way.
He's
but
strict. Yes,
strict,
he's
yeah.
strict. Yes, he's strict with the music, of course, because he's actually the head of the opera, the maestro. He gives the rhythm, tempo, how we will start and how we will continue from the top until the beginning. And he's strict, but he asks for the right things. It's never like, I don't like that. It's, or you always have how to say,
a justification, maybe.
yes,
for his
you always know why he asking for that precise thing, and why he can be sometimes maybe angry, but it's okay in our job, because you are trying to explain, and if someone doesn't understand, it's hard to continue the creation.
Well, let's turn to the role that you, I'm certain, would like to talk. Carmen in the production of Barikoski. Actually,
Yes.
I've seen one critic on Twitter, Mark Pullinger, who was delighted by you, and he posted several articles. So, could you describe how you felt in this very modern, very strange, interesting production? And what were the challenges of being it? And what were the rewards, the highlights, how you felt inside it and inside the character?
Difficult question.
Well, it's a mix of
and
questions.
actually, I will come back to this character again, and I'm very curious to do again. It will be next season. But the first time, because I did twice that opera, twice as a Carmen. First time when I jumped in and I sang one performance, and after officially I sang 3 performances, and it was the world live stream, and and the cinema, I think, and the Trafalgar Square, and what gave me this also big jump. The first time, of course, I was scared. I didn't know how it will be, but probably because everyone is telling me that I'm quite mature for my age, and probably my life in Russia, or maybe my past life, I don't know. They are helping me to understand character. I love to play characters and find this character inside me. And the work with Barikoski, it's always interesting, because he is the showman, and he knows how to bring you to his world. Even it can be some ridiculous idea. You don't know, but when he explains, for example, the first my work with him was the same Carmen, but I sang Mercedes, and it was my first opera on main stage. Again, this Carmen goes during my career, during two years of Covent Garden, of the J.T. Parker program. And the first hour meeting, I will never forget. He came and he was explaining the idea, the thought, and it's for me it was. Can you imagine? I don't speak well, but I was trying to with a clever face, like a clever dog, trying to. Yes, I understand what he means. After what he means, and I never played. And the first My Carmen also was quite like Amy Winehouse. It was very very modern, and this one also modern. I thought, wow, maybe I never will play now the traditional Carmen. And first time for when I sang Mercedes, honestly, I didn't understood what we mean, what we want to say through this opera. I maybe because I didn't speak English, I don't know. But the second time when we did, I also was doing Mercedes, and after they was preparing me as a cover, I always asking the questions like who I am, which character I am, what we want to say to the audience, what is the philosophy, and and always I love this question. She loves Don Jose.
Who knows?
It's a
Who
very
knows?
important question
Yeah.
because you never know. In first production, I loved him, but I killed myself because I knew that I will never escape from him. Here, she was just manipulating. She was manipulating with all the people because she's just bored. Her life it's not really not so interesting. And after when I had this, actually in 2 days of my preparation for the first jump, I found out so many interesting things to create the character that it's the conversation between audience and Carmen. It's nothing about relationships. It's nothing about this proper story. It was quite challenging because Carmen on stage from the beginning until the end. When curtains go up, she's sitting on the stairs, and no one knows that this is Carmen. But at the same time, she is asking audience. It's like in the head you have this conversation that you came to watch my show. You came to watch this story. No, no, no. I will show only what I want because she takes the power as a artist also as a and you need to be very strong as a person, as a singer, as an actor, as a dancer, because and also you need to be strong with this energy flow. If something is little bit not quite 100%, audience will not understand. And I know that this opera, some people loved it, some people hate it. It's so many different opinions. But actually, I like the story. I like the idea of Barikowski of this. She is very independent and she's very strong and maybe a little bit broken. Okay, not little bit, she's broken. And it's like a scream of the artist. So like we are because she was playing with every character as a puppet. So like that. I want to have this, I want to have this here. Let's dancers will dance, let's chorus will mime something. And she was saying, I don't want to wear this red long dress. I will wear everything dark. It's a dark, absolutely dark. It's a drama, huge drama of the person that we are all playing all the time. This like a games in our life and trying to please everyone. But here she decided, I don't want to. I want to sing habanera in monkey costume. I will. It's a cabaret show, my show, and I will wear and do whatever I want. It was this like a huge,
Like a rebellious person, yes, who
yes. So like
rebels
I'm
against.
free. I'm free. You can't control me. This was the scream, like a, I don't know, artist scream or, and she also goes with her, just with her life, with her fortune. But
Yeah.
when I did this opera second time, I felt more deeply because I had more time for preparation. We did
Mhm.
3 shows, and and also I had more opportunity to work with the team. Of
Mhm.
course, the first time also, all the team, chorus, orchestra, my colleagues, they were so supportive, and it was big thing for me. My first debut as a lead character on main stage in the big theater. It's not the little one somewhere. It's something very big and meaningful that it will change my life. I knew that after my first, even after my first Carmen, it will change my life, that people will talk about it. But I was really scared. I didn't know how I will react because you know that when you become very quickly, when you're developing quickly, you can burn quickly. And I was
Mhm.
really afraid of it. And I was afraid that maybe I will lose my head with this, like everyone is saying how amazing you are. And it's actually difficult to stay calm with all this stuff. But I'm I'm glad and thankful, grateful to all the teachers and to all the people who was with me, my friends, my family, and also myself. That actually I'm strong enough to hold all this stuff well. And the second time when I did the same Carmen, the Barikowski, uh, I found more meaning there, and it's touched me so deeply. I felt that I am that person. I always said it's my show. It's
Mhm.
not the Carmen. It's a my show, and it was such a great, like it's absolutely great memories. I'm really looking forward to do this again
Well,
because I
I'm
know
looking
that
forward.
I will find something more.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in it. Absolutely. Well, how do you choose your roles for your repertoire? Are you accepting everything that is given to you as a project? How, or do you have a plan for your voice to develop and you refuse certain roles? How do you
No,
choose that?
I'm not taking everything.
Mhm.
It always, but I can say that every role what I have, I'm always deciding. Thanks to my manager that he gives me this um, chance and opportunity to
Mhm.
choose by myself. He never push me for some or another decision. He always gives me choice,
Mhm.
and the last word always from me. If I want, and I have this interesting thing that I have a feelings. I feel when that role is good for me or not.
Mhm.
Even sometimes I have the wish to when I see like someone offered like for example, if someone will offer Samsona Delilah do for example tomorrow, of course I have the wish because I love that opera, I love that music, I love the character, but I know that it's too early.
Mhm.
With the Carmen, I knew that I can do it, and I can do it quite well. That for that point, that means I will be able to bring the story. But with the Delilah, I know that I need time. Um, I
For
need,
example, if
yeah.
we take Olga or Sonetka, did you feel that you were ready for them?
I was ready for them. Yeah, Sonyetka is absolutely was my character. Somehow, I like to play bad girls. It's
Mhm.
it's more interesting to play good girls, but also the of course now I'm also changing. I would like to play some drama because I don't want to be like the singer of the one character, because I know that I can do another different stories also. For example, I sang Cenerentola. It's
Mhm.
absolutely opposite from everything what I done, but she's more gentle, pure, innocent. Where Carmen is little bit arrogant. She's a very strong character. I would say that always very sexy, provocative, um, or like a Princesilla on La Forza del Destino. She was always like people was going after her. She was saying, "We will go to the war." If she says that, everyone, yes, we are going to the war. Whatever she will say, the crowd, the people will go after her. And Sonyetka, actually, I love that role. Even she's it's like it's 10 minutes role, but I loved it. It was amazing experience. It was my first collaboration with Maestro Papana, our first work. Shostakovich, Russian music. I never look at that music before Covent Garden, but by Maestro Papana, how he was explaining, I fell in love with that music, and we had amazing cast. Eva Marie Wiesbrook was singing Katerina, and when you see real people who live with art, and they don't care about anything else that the music, the story, they're so honest, and they put every piece of themselves to create something and to give. When you see that people so generous, you want to be like them. You want to do like that.
Could you describe how you feel when you go to other places? Firstly, to the other opera houses, do you have a preferred one? And also, how do you feel now when you return to Russia? Say, when you sang with Maestro Spivakov, or when you went back to your hometown. How do you feel now when you are traveling the world? Could you describe us this new life of an artist that you have?
Yeah, it's actually very interesting because from the beginning, I had immediately had the high quality from everything when I came to Covent Garden. And I saw how people work, how people live, how artists, which type of artists sing there and how they work. And of course, it's changes your behaviors also, and what you expect, your expectation from other places. And it's very hard to compete with Covent Garden. Of course, for me, Royal Opera House, it's my home and it's my favorite theater. And I hope I will come back there every year, and I will be there. And I always feel home there, even if I'm coming just to drink a coffee. But I like to go to this building. It's a very special energy, and very special people work there. I worked already this season. It was my first traveling season, and I started in Wexford Festival. No, I started in Deutsche Opera actually with Adriana Lecouvreur concert version. It was with Anna Netrebko. Deutsche Opera, very nice. Of course, in every place, people are very generous. I think in our art, and very kind. In art industry, it's very difficult. At the theaters, it's very difficult to be not generous or kind, because we used to work with people, and there it's absolutely different system, and of course different building. When you used to see that Royal Opera House, the already word royal brings this high expectation from it. It was nice, it's good, but of course I love Covent Garden. I always will return there. I remember the Wexford. My next contract it's Wexford Festival, and from the first day I felt at home. When I just came to the theater, immediately it was so great. So many people I felt like I know them long time. And the festival was great, really great. And I sang amazing role, Dulcinea in Don Quixote, Massenet. Amazing opera. I don't know why it's not popular. I wish to sing that role again. And it was amazing production of the ex-young artist, actually, Jetty Parker, Rodula Gaetano. And It was so colorful. I danced flamenco. I was flirting. I had the flamenco guitarist there. Um, it was a lot of dance and drama. I always, when I was staying on my knee around Don Quixote, I was crying all the time. Really, I was crying. The last scene in the fourth act, when she is asking, "Forgive me that I laughed on you around people," but I was suffering, and after every show, I was absolutely empty. I was suffering, giving everything, and I wish to do that show again. Even that the same production, because the production is beautiful, amazing. The
Mhm.
people should see that, and it's that type of production that it will change something in you during the show. The artists, the actors, the characters, and the audience will develop, everyone. And
And
probably it's, yeah, it's
and
the Don Quixote.
Russia, how do you feel when you are in Russia?
In Russia, I little bit feel I feel more
Mm.
nervous in Russia, because sometimes you feel the energy that people comes not to enjoy. They feel to find they come to criticize you
Ah,
sometimes.
mm-hmm.
And my first, of course, in Ufa, the hometown, to sing there, all the teachers, all the students, all my school friends, everyone was there. My family members, they know you from the beginning, and everyone's expectation that you will come and you'll shine, you'll be just as a big star. But no, I'm the same Aigul. I'm singing, I'm just working hard, playing different characters, and sometimes it doesn't work with the
Mm.
what they expect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always hard to return. I'm happy to return, but it's a little bit difficult. By maybe I need to grow. I like during my career, I will change my opinion. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. But for now, how I feel, it's for me, it's difficult, and especially now that in Europe and all over the world, people already know my name because I proved them that I can,
Mm-hmm.
and now they always open to give something to invite me to their houses to sing. But in Russia, I need to prove that I'm allowed to be on this stage as a opera star.
Mm-hmm.
And I just start my steps there. I did my first concert um, in Moscow that last December. In December, I brought Mexican tenor Alan Pingaron. It was great concert, but I just decided that I don't want to do my first concert alone, because probably I will burn quickly in the first half of the concert. And the Alan was the great support, and he was absolutely fantastic. And people actually should hear him. He's incredible, incredible, just person and artist. Um Unfortunately, he is blind, but he has amazing voice. You can hear Pavarotti's voice there,
Mm-hmm.
and he sings by night, nature, by soul, by his soul, and it was great experience. We actually will repeat that concert in few years again, and my next season, I will have my solo concert in Tchaikovsky
Mm-hmm.
concert hall. I'm scared, but I feel that now I'm ready to do my first like a proper solo concert in
Mm-hmm.
Moscow as a Aigul Akhmetshina.
Oh, well, it's actually time. We have 5 minutes left for you to tell us about your plans for next season. Hopefully, it will start on time. And I saw that you have
Yeah, me too.
debuts in many opera houses. Could you tell me more about
Yes.
that?
The next season is very exciting. I will do I'm starting my season in Barcelona. with the Yevgeny Onegin. It's the role what I already done. The thing is how I'm mixing roles also in between. That I'm always doing something what I knew, what I know, and maybe something new. Always combining the characters and always trying to find, like, if I do Olga, next thing supposed to be Mozart or Rossini. Because if I will keep singing something more darker, heavier, I will lose my coloratura, I will lose my light, and that means I need always sing both repertoire, but combine them. And next season I'm doing I start in Barcelona, and I hope everything will be good, and we will start in September with Evgeny Onegin. After I have debut in Tokyo, I will sing Fledermaus, Graf Orlovsky in German. Very exciting. I never been in Japan, and I really want to go. I'm looking forward, and I will have my Deutsche Opera debut as a Carmen and Fenena in Nabucco. And also I will have my Zurich debut as a Rosina. After Christmas, I'm returning to my favorite house, the Royal Opera House, to sing Carmen. And after I will have a Glyndebourne Katya Kabanova. It's my next season. Also, I'm just looking forward.
So you haven't had your Kabanova canceled this summer. It will only happen next summer, right?
Next summer. Yeah, next. This summer I was not supposed to be there. Next summer I'm supposed to go.
And what about the debuts at the Metropolitan, at the Dutch National Opera, at Teatro Real?
Actually, my debut at Teatro Real was supposed to be now in May. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. It's supposed to be Opera The Passenger, Weinberg. I was asking for that role. I was asking for that opera because I think it's the great story, and I had the wish to feel, to express myself and try as an actress, because it's a difficult story inside, to feel like you're on the prison, you're a prisoner in Holocaust in the wartime. It's a very difficult opera, and 2 years we was looking for it. We was trying to find where I can do, and finally we did, and the coronavirus changed my plans, and not only mine, everyone's. The Metropolitan debut, yes, I'm happy that I will have this debut in few years, in 2022. I can't say with which opera yet.
Okay.
But yes, I will do my debut, and I'm very excited. And so many debuts are coming. Just every theater they're inviting, opening, and still now I'm keep signing for a few years ahead. So many exciting roles coming. And of course, we are planning where I'm going with my voice, but I'm always listening to my voice, like it's the right direction or not. I feel if I'm ready for that character. But for example, I have an offer to do the Rosenkavalier, Octavian, but I can't say, I can't answer now. I need to try to learn the aria and see does it suit my voice or not. And also I need to think ahead. Will I able to sing that role in that year? It's so difficult because you never know. It's the nature, such a different instrument. You can't just change the detail, and always, I mean, like the very fragile instrument, the voice, and you don't know. Of course we have some plans, but the voice can change one day. Maybe I will return again to soprano. Who knows?
Oh, well, we only have 40 seconds left. I'm so happy that you have so many things ahead. I hope that not so many of them would be changed because of the current situation.
Yes, me too.
I wish you and your friends and everyone of your circle to be healthy and safe in London. I hope to return there soon at some point. And
Thank you.
greetings from St. Petersburg, and it was so nice to talk to you. And this interview would be fully available on IGTV a few seconds after we finish the conversation.
Oh,
So
good.
thank you so much.
Thank you for nice conversation. And I just, again, I feel inspired.